Oh, shit. Motherfucker. Hi.
Wait, are we even live?
I think we're live, but I started this too early. So we're going to try this all over again. Because we're going to do this too, okay?
Okay.
Hi, this is Jenna.
And this is Heather.
And this is Conspiracies Unlocked. How are you today?
I'm doing fabulous today. Today is Wednesday. It's not raining outside.
It is not. Clear skies. Perfect for an airplane ride or to steal a plane.
It's clear skies.
Which leads us into our story today. Into our episode. So today we're going to be talking about the two men who stole a Boeing 727. And if you've been following the news, Boeing, the 727s, as well as like the 777s or something else, they have been in the news left and right. Not only for not only because the oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? The door fell off of one of them, the emergency thing.
Yeah.
And then also because a gas leak happened, the plane went on fire. Like, all this shit has been going down with these planes.
Yeah.
Well,
did you hear about the most recent thing where a wheel fell off and it landed on a bunch of cars?
No, it's like every day that I open my phone, there's new news reports about these Boeing 727, 777, whatever it is.
Passenger
airplanes, like, lighting themselves on fire or, like, leaking gas. That was the one this morning that I read.
Leaking gas.
Oh,
that's
like,
safe.
Yeah. So, anyways, back in 2003, two men were able to steal a Boeing 727 from Luanda Airport. So, we're going to talk about that. This happened in Luanda Airport. It's the international airport of Angola. It is in the southern part of Luanda. It's like upper southwest of Africa. And Luanda is the capital of Angola, Africa.
Shout out to our Angola listeners.
Because we do have listeners in Angola, Africa. So that's exciting. The name of this international airport, Luanda, is actually Quatro de Fevereiro Airport, which translates to the 4th of February. Just like our 4th of July. It's like a huge important national holiday for them.
Sure.
It is actually Angola Liberation Day.
Okay.
So they started it. They started this whole liberation fight thing.
Yeah.
On 1961 in Angola, obviously, on the 4th of February, and it lasted until April 25th, 1974.
Oh wow.
It was like a 13-year war.
Dang, that's long.
Yeah, so this airport...
But they were liberated. Now
they were liberated,
free.
yeah.
Okay.
But so this airport was actually built in 1951 to 1954. It took 3 years to build. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, it was named Aeroporto Presidente Cravero Lopez. And then it was renamed after Operation Airbridge, which was part of the Quatro de Fevereiro. So, if that makes sense at all. Like, they renamed it afterwards.
I was just thinking that it sounds like there's a lot of, like, Spanish or Latin influence in this area of Africa.
That is interesting. Or that's just maybe how they speak there. I don't know the African language. Like, Zimbabwe is in Africa.
I don't know. It just sounds like Spanish.
Yeah. Well,
like
I think
Latin.
that everything is either derived to, like, go towards, like, English. And all of our English words are derived from Latin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if, like, everything, like, north of the equator kind of did, like, an English flow. Mm-hmm. And everything maybe south of the equator went to, like, a Spanish flow.
Yeah.
Right? And
it's
then,
just
like,
interesting because I would think that it would be, different language or pronounced differently, but I don't know. I've never been to Angola, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea, but so it was named the 4th of February for their language, and then they've replaced it now in 2024 to Dr. Antonio Agostino New International Airport. So it's not even the same name anymore. Yeah. This airport flies military and it's for public use as well. Okay. So it's double use. So let's talk about the incident. Or let's talk about...
how did they acquire a plane?
Do you want to talk about the plane, or let's talk about the plane first?
Yeah.
Let's do the plane first.
What are the...
So let's do the plane specs. Yeah, this particular plane was a Boeing 727-223, registration number N844AA. And the plane was made in 1975, and it spent 25 years with American Airlines as a passenger plane, like what we ride on. I was going to say drive. We don't drive them. We're not pilots, but we ride on them.
Yeah.
Passengers.
Yeah.
Then it was sold to Aerospace Leasing and Sales in 2000, and it was grounded at Luanda Airport starting in March 2002. And it just sat there, racking up $4 million of unpaid airport fees. So it's almost like, okay, like if you don't
storage fees?
Yeah, like it's just like a car. Like if it gets towed to the tow yard and it's on a 30-day impound or whatever it is, it's been impounded, you have to pay the fees.
Yeah.
Well, they had $4 million in fees to get this plane out.
Wow.
Which will transpire into a conspiracy here in a minute, one of the theories.
Yeah.
So remember that.
Okay. 4 million.
This plane as well as one other plane were at that airport together, and they were both waiting to be remodeled for Nigerian's IRS Airlines Limited, which was established in 2002. Its main base was, I don't know how to pronounce this right, so sorry, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. There's your African words.
Yeah.
So originally it was a passenger plane, and now it just had been gutted, like completely. All the seats are gone. It's completely gutted, and it was just meant to carry diesel fuel at this point.
Okay, so just for transport?
Just for transport of diesel fuel.
Okay.
That is correct. Then May 25th, 2003, 2 people. It's unconfirmed that it is 2 people, but they believe that it was only 2 people, and these people.
Well, you would have to have like a pilot and a co-pilot minimum, right?
Yeah.
Or could you just pilot it with one person?
I would imagine you could pilot it with one person. The co-pilot is just in case the pilot dies or something, right?
Emergency.
Something emergency. That's what I think the co-pilot is for.
Okay.
But like if you're stealing a plane, I don't think you're worried about like emergency situations. But I'm not sure how to fly a plane, so you're not a pilot. So one of the men that did this was Ben C. Padilla, and he was not certified to fly a Boeing airplane. However, he was a pilot flight engineer from the United States.
Oh.
So he already was a pilot. So I would assume, once again, I'm not a pilot, if you know how to fly one plane, it's probably like all the planes are probably pretty similar. It'd be like, oh, I'm licensed to drive a Ford. Can I drive a Chevy? Sure. But it's like the knobs are different, or you know what I mean? Or like Volkswagen Shift is a little different than a Toyota Corolla shifter clutch.
It could also,
the clutch distance.
Be determined on the year too, because the navigation might be different with the radar and stuff.
Exactly. And then also the speed. So like with Brad's racing license, he can only go up to like 250 miles an hour, where Brent has a racing license with the NHRA, and he can only go to like 150.
Oh, yeah.
So each one has a different rating for that, too. So it could be something like that. Either way, I think that if you fly one plane, as long as it's like a plane and not like a seaplane, like little Cessna thing, I think that they all are pretty much the same. As long as it's not like a helicopter. Like helicopter to airplane.
Wait, what? A what?
A Cessna is one of those little...
What is a Cessna?
It's one of those little planes that go from land to water. You know, like the water, they can land on either.
They
like
have like the...
Like on Tailspin, what Baloo does. Tailspin, the cartoon, the Disney cartoon.
No, I know what you're talking about.
There's my Disney reference. Every episode gets a Disney reference. There it is. I brought it in. Tailspin. Woohoo! For those who know the theme song.
I was just thinking of DuckTales for a second.
Yeah, no, DuckTales does not.
DuckTales and Tailspin,
they're in the same years. Like, they were done the same time. They were probably, like...
Wasn't it, like, the cousin of DuckTales or something?
No. Baloo, the bear from Jungle Book, with the little kid.
Oh, he wasn't a duck?
Baloo, no. DuckTales was. That's Scrooge and Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
When you said
the nephews.
I instantly went to DuckTales.
No. Woohoo! Well, that's Tailspin. As well, I think that the DuckTales is the same.
Too.
Yeah, the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
If you've
yeah.
ever watched those cartoons,
there you go.
watch them. If you've never watched them,
I love those cartoons. I love Tailspin. I haven't seen an episode. I should show the kids. I wonder if they have it on.
DuckTales.
I wonder if they have it on. Well, Tailspin is more of an adventure. They're in like Africa or something. They're in like the jungle.
Yeah. But DuckTales is cool because like I used to love watching him swim through the money and like
that was in
money.
that was in the beginning.
I want to swim through money.
Okay, so anyways,
somebody fill up a giant tub of money so I can just slosh around in it.
So according to me, this pilot should be able to fly a Boeing if he can fly something else.
Yes.
Okay. So next person was
Noted.
named. Yeah. According to me.
According to my source, myself.
According to what I believe. So John M. Mutanto was the second person, and he was a hired mechanic from the Republic of Congo.
Tonto?
Mutanto, yes.
Mutanto. Oh, okay.
So I wonder if he was hired, that way it was the Republic of Congo, maybe because he would know the land better, because he's already in Africa in general.
Oh, yeah. He would know the
sense.
train.
Yeah. He's also the airplane mechanic.
You would have,
so if
mechanic
shit goes
would
bad,
be good.
it would be good. So if you're hired to be the mechanic, why not?
Mm-hmm.
So, there are lots of, let's see how far it could go. How far the plane could go. So they take the plane from the Luanda airport.
Well, how much fuel does it hold, and how many miles can they go with that said fuel?
Exactly.
Filling up.
Yes.
Refueling.
So I looked it up, and on a full tank, it can go on average 9,500 miles at 550 miles per hour. For those, like in Angola and not in America, that equates to 15 kilometers or 900 kilometers per hour. So that's just on average. I looked it up on several different sites, and they all like gave different types of numbers and different speeds. That was just the average. Mm-hmm. So I went over to the handy dandy Google Maps, and I made a little radius line to be like, what the fuck? So we're going to start here. How far is all these places? They could not get out of Africa.
Oh, Africa is huge though. Yeah.
Yes. So they could get as far as the Congo, Zambia, Namibia, Cameroon, Central Africa Republic, and the Atlantic Ocean, because it's like right on the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
So they couldn't really go anywhere. So
they would have to stop to refuel
somewhere within that radius. So what are the theories? Why? What's the motive? What if it was for drug trafficking to smuggle illegal goods?
Okay, yeah.
Perfect. Sounds great. Problem, it's fucking huge. Drugs aren't that big, dude. You would just take a Cessna to stay under the radar. Mm-hmm. Then you could land anywhere. You wouldn't need a fucking quarter-mile runway to land this big-ass plane.
But maybe that's the only plane they could acquire.
I don't know, dude. Okay. Maybe. But for drug drops and shit like that, you want a smaller plane. Like you do. You want to get something a little smaller.
Less obvious?
Oh my God. I have to tell you this. So I was like, so I'm looking at people's like theories and stuff on like Reddit chats. I'm looking just all over the internet at this stuff. I'm looking everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And people saying.
And people were saying, how did they get the key to the airplane?
They hotwired that shit. I don't know.
Airplanes don't have keys. It's a push to start. Like, it's just like, you just go. Like, you don't, like, it's like
I
a
didn't
claw.
know they didn't have a key.
Yeah, no, you don't have keys to fucking big-ass airplanes. You just go. Because the thought is to get past security and everything, you would, like, people don't steal planes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I would assume that's the thought. So, anyways, I thought that was funny. I was, like, reading it. I'm like, oh, my God, idiots.
I'm like, they hotwired it.
That's why he needed the mechanic.
It's like a screwdriver,
right? No,
and then
for
they
real.
pulled off the bottom, and then they wired it together.
Brad's dad used to have a screwdriver to start his car. He needed, like, that was the key, was a screwdriver.
I think my dad did that before.
Yeah, it must be like the old, it's like an old car, like from the 70s or something. Mm-hmm. A second, always pilot suicide. He wanted to kill himself, so he stole a plane and crashed it.
But why bring along another person if
because
there was
he
two?
wanted to die too. I don't fucking know. That's stupid to me though. Why are you gonna do like a big out like with no suicide note, no nothing? There's no. It's not like
it's been done before.
No. Well, the Malaysia, there was things leading up to it. He flew by his where he grew up. There was like signs that could possibly be it. The last time they saw it, they were seen over the Atlantic Ocean, and that was it. Never to be seen again. Also, what I'm thinking is, what if they somehow got, which I don't know how they would do this. I'm just thinking of this right now. What if they somehow was able to fuel mid-flight if they had diesel fuel on the plane?
But don't they have to have another plane come up and hook it up?
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I've only seen it done in like Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I've seen it in movies where they have like one and
or
then
like
the other, and then they have like a long
tube to put it in.
And then they put it in.
Yeah, I don't think that you can refuel on the inside.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah. Okay, so it was just a thought.
Unless they have two tanks somehow.
Third is mechanical failure. So they never got to their destination because the mechanic sucks and failed the plane and...
Well, it would be pretty hard to work on an engine mid-flight.
Well, you couldn't, so that's I was just joking. Like, yeah, mechanical failure. And you have to also think that this plane hadn't been serviced, hadn't really had anything done to it, flown or anything in years.
It had been sitting.
So that's a pretty good possibility that they didn't even reach where they were trying to go, and that's why it just like quote unquote disappeared because the mechanical failure. Okay, or terrorism. You have to think that this was right after 9/11 happened. And what if there was an African terrorist, some sort of paramilitary groups or African drug runners or whatever that were doing some sort of planning, plotting, whatever, some sort of terrorist thing, but it never finished. They never got to do it for whatever reason.
I'm thinking of the movie Blood Diamonds.
Nope, never seen it.
And
I'm Disney, remember?
Yeah, and I know that Africa is known for diamonds. What if they were smuggling diamonds out?
That would be so good. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. What if it wasn't drugs? Maybe it was diamonds.
That would be so cool.
I don't know. I just thought of that movie. And I don't even know if that movie is based in like that area of Africa or if there's diamond mines in that area. I just thought of Blood Diamond with, what's his name? It's a good movie, actually. It is with Matt Damon, I believe.
Yeah.
Or no, either Matt Damon or not Matt Damon. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That one makes sense. I wonder.
Yeah. It could be diamonds. Or what about, are you going to get to this? Trafficking? Like maybe human trafficking?
I did not think of human trafficking. But yeah.
I mean, they could have piled up. Or they were escaping something that was happening in their area in Africa. Like if there was some kind of militia or something.
You would think that if that was the case,
like they were trying to escape.
Wait, but if that was the case, you'd think that they would take more people with them, right?
Well, maybe they did take people.
That's why they said it's unconfirmed that those two people were on the plane.
Oh, so they don't. Yeah,
they don't know how many. They just know those two people were on it. That's it.
Yeah. So if it was only two people, it could only be a few reasons.
Yeah.
Or joyride? Could it just be joyride?
Yeah. Why not? So, another one is that maybe they sold it for parts.
Oh, yeah, they sold it. Money.
But money is always a motive.
Money, yeah.
But, according to people on the internet that were debating this, like heavily debating it, they had come to the conclusion that, that wouldn't be smart because to part it out, sell it for parts and stuff, they would get caught. It's too risky. It's just it's such a niche thing that you can't just be like, hey, you want a propeller? So
yeah,
parting out for selling it for parts of it wouldn't make sense. It would have to be the whole thing, which goes back to the mafia, drug cartel, But those people wouldn't want that because it would be traceable. It would have to be sold as a whole, and if you sell it as a whole. Oh my God, it was so cool. There is controller.com and you can buy jets and planes on this website. So I was looking this up.
You can buy planes?
You can buy planes on controller.com.
I wonder how much is a plane worth?
You know what? I started to look into it and then I stopped, and I wish that I had continued because I totally forgot about it until right now. But yeah, you can do military aircraft, turbine, piston trim craft, jet aircraft, like all sorts of shit. So if you want to, if like the mafia or drug cartel, they would just go on here and buy a fucking plane.
Yeah, they have the money.
They have the money. There's no reason for it, right? Yeah. So like,
and they have pilots that work for them.
Yeah. So a Boeing 727 goes for. You have to call for price for everything. Doesn't even fucking say.
You have to call for price.
That's so lame. Our owner invested over $8 million over the last 3 years.
I think that they are probably like 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. Like they're in the, for a plane.
Look, this would be the plane.
Gotta be like at least 20 million.
Yeah. You know what? And the planes don't look that big back then. Oh no, they do. Yeah. We're looking at a plane right now. I pulled it up. And it is the plane, the 727, in 1976. So this plane was made in 1974. So this would be the closest model.
But this is a Super 27. So
no, but that's, oh yeah.
It might be like the deluxe.
The bigger one, yeah. Because this is a 727 223. Anyways, okay. So we'll post the plane and what the plane looks like. Just on the inside, just so we can see how big it is. So you guys can see how big it is.
Have to save some of these.
Yeah. So the other thing was, what if it was insurance fraud?
Yeah.
That would make sense if they wanted to get the plane out of there because they owed $4 million. So why not? It got stolen.
Got stolen.
Motive is money. Always money.
Oh, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
They had $4 million that they owed. And
they're trying to like outfit it for other things. Why not just buy a new plane with the insurance money?
Yeah, and they could easily say it got stolen and then it crashed in the Atlantic.
Whatever. Never found again. Whatever happened. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe the people jumped out. They got paid a shit ton of money. They took the money. They jumped out of the plane to safety to a little like boat ship thing that was in the middle of the ocean, and they started a new life, never to be heard from again. Just by.
Yeah, there'd be so many places they can go to. Yeah, they could
go anywhere. Okay. Or, what if it had something to do with time travel? What if they were from the future?
I didn't even think about that, but why would they need a plane to go to like a wormhole or something?
Yeah, maybe they need to go like
a portal.
Like, you know how on Back to the Future they had to go 88 miles an hour. What if they had to go 320 miles an hour and then they, I don't know. It's a theory. We're doing theories. We're conspiracists. We can't believe that time travel is real.
No, I mean, yeah, I do believe that it is definitely
I think the time travel is real in the future. We just don't have the technology yet, but we will. So,
well, time is like a man-made concept because time is
linear
like a
or
perception.
Something. It's not linear.
Well, you're in your present, the past, and the future all at the same time. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, we can't do that.
We can't get into it right now.
Maybe next time.
It's like it runs
parallel
and then it crosses each other and stuff, and I think that's why we have like Mandela effect and stuff.
Yeah, I think that we have I think it gives me a headache when I think about it, like that one movie with the one guy,
Interstellar.
Yes, Interstellar. Yeah. Like, it's such a cool movie, but I need to watch about 50 more times before I fully understand it, because the Tesseract or it's giving me a headache right now. Yeah. I need to stop thinking about it.
Well, Scientific American has a wonderful article all about it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
In your 1967.
Our November 1979 Scientific America will be our source.
That'll be great. That'll be a good episode. So what I think that it might have been for, which actually makes a lot more sense, I think, than all of them put together, or like, I think that this theory that I have, I think is like, it kind of mixes a lot of them, that they stole it and they're going to use it in an area that did not have like good record keeping, because, and then they were going to like repaint it and sell it or repurpose it, whatever, because you think about it and like,
they can change the VIN on like a car.
Exactly. It would be like buying an unregistered car at that point. And it's like, back then in Africa or these underdeveloped countries, or, you know, because within Africa, I know there's a lot of underdeveloped countries, the record keeping is probably not like the best. So you could fly in a plane and be like, oh yeah, this is registration number 5320. Okay, you know, without them having this big database like we have here. Like, oh yeah, I just flew it in from over here, and they don't talk to each other, because it would be like, because they don't have the database. Like, we have interstate databases. I don't know if we went to Mexico and tried to sell a car. I don't know if there was, if our DMV even talks to Mexico's DMV, you know? So if they flew over,
what you're saying, yeah, has to be a place where
they don't talk to other people.
They don't use the internet or something.
Yeah, and well, it is 2003. It was 2003 when this happened, so the internet was fairly new. I mean, not super new at all.
Yeah.
Considering government officials had computers long before us, the people, had it. They had
information
internet,
exchange pathways was a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it was more difficult back then. Now it's totally fine, but. And you're thinking international. If it's international, it takes so long for it to even catch up. And if you repaint it by then, it's like,
oh yeah, you could, and maybe eventually they would get caught, but they could get away with it for a
long time.
Yeah.
And then by the time they do get caught, like, I mean, you have to think that plane is now 50 years old. So is that plane even in commission anymore, or is it in an airplane graveyard somewhere?
And especially because they did gut it, right?
Yeah.
They gutted it, so it's like it doesn't even have the same
interior
mark, like distinguishable, like, oh, this one had whatever.
However the seats are, or whatever it was. Yeah. So I feel like that is the most probable. Like, maybe they came from an underdeveloped country and they wanted to bring the plane in, so then that way maybe they could get goods in there from like other places or whatever they needed the plane for.
I don't know. I'm thinking that it probably was insurance fraud. That's my thought.
Yeah, well, I wonder if it was both. If they did this and it was like a win-win, insurance fraud and
insurance fraud just makes the most sense to me because of the 4 million.
Yeah.
But if the 4 million wasn't there, then I can see that.
And they had 2 planes there that were like parked there. Remember, they had 2 planes that were trying to get gutted, so that would be 8 million. So maybe they decided, because I don't know what the other plane was. I wonder if it was a newer plane.
They could sacrifice this one.
They could sacrifice one and really put all their money into this other one. And this is right when that airline started up. And that airline did go bankrupt in 2013. So they only survived for 11 years.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting, though, because do we have, like, the resolution? Like, do we know? Or is it a mystery?
Still is.
It's still a mystery. Did they find the wreckage?
No.
Anywhere? There's no wreckage?
No.
So we don't
No people, no wreckage, no nothing.
And did they search the Atlantic? I'm sure they did. Like, they had to do searches for it. Yeah.
But the Atlantic is, like, huge.
Well, I know. I'm like, did they search the Atlantic?
I don't think they dredged the bottom of the Atlantic for it. But...
Well, I'm just saying with the radius of, like, you know, did they go as far as they could go?
Well, you know, when they found the Titanic, it took so long because by the time that it hit the bottom, it had moved fucking, like, 100 miles just from, like, the ocean moving it.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know the exact number. It might not be 100 miles, but
it had
moved quite. So even when they first looked in the radius they thought, it had moved way out of that radius. And they had looked for the Titanic for 60 years, 70 years before they found it. They found it in the 80s.
And it's weird, too, because it's so heavy. You'd think that it would not move, budge at all.
I wonder if it moves, if it doesn't move when it's going down, but then throughout all the years, the undercurrent, the undertow just kind of like pushes it down.
Or what I was thinking is like when the earth shifts, like
then, tectonic plates.
Yeah,
and stuff
then it would like shift with
slowly going, or it was like on like a mountain thing that slides down. Anything really. I mean, yeah. So a big shark or blue whale or some big whale or something.
A megalodon.
Yeah, that we think is extinct. Did you hear about that?
I did. That's why I just brought it up.
Yeah. It's not a megalodon. It's something else. But
wait, what did you hear?
That there was like a big whale or something that they found that they thought was extinct for the last 300 years.
I didn't hear that. No.
Yeah, they thought that this thing was like went out with the dinosaurs or some shit. And they had no signs of it for 200 or 300 years, and now it's popped up again. And it's because they're saying that it was trapped in like the glacier somewhere, and because of global warming, shit is melting, and it's releasing new things that have been like trapped up in like areas that haven't migrated, and now
they haven't been able to
come out, and now they're coming out. So it's going to be really interesting what they see and find and stuff. Like, they found a little capsule of water and it's still in the capsule.
And it's from Antarctica?
I don't know where it's from, but yeah, snowy place.
Yeah.
And it melted all around it or whatever, and it's like water from like dinosaurs or something. Like they can like carbon date it, and they're like, it's 250 million years old.
And
this
what
water has
what
been.
is in there? Is there
That's
anything
what I'm
in
saying.
there?
Like, no, it's just water, but it's like
water has memory.
Yeah, and well, we learned that from Frozen. And
no, water really does have memory.
What about like the like bacteria or the viruses that could be in there that's been frozen in time, you know?
And they could be dormant. Like, there's certain frogs and stuff that they freeze, and then when the frost goes and they come back, they're come back to life.
Yeah,
like they don't actually
though it's been like
die.
a million years.
And you know who does that too? I think it's either crocodiles or alligators.
That's spooky.
Yeah, they do that too, and they'll just have their nose sticking out just a little bit so they can still breathe, but they're able to slow their heart rate and their body down.
I don't know how long they can last like that. I mean,
a long time.
Like a million years?
Oh, well, I don't know about a million years, but they say that like crocodiles and alligators are.
I've seen that too. We must have watched the same episode of whatever we watched, because I recently saw that. I saw the crocodile getting frozen.
Oh, really?
And the little snout coming out to breathe.
I don't know. We watch all the same stuff. So
right now we're watching Resident Alien on Netflix. You should definitely watch it. It's super funny. I'm like cracking up the whole time. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you guys think of the Luanda airplane? Why do you think it was stolen? What do you think the purpose was? The motive? What do you think happened to it? Let us know, and we might come back and record later on today. If not, we will see you next week. Thank you so much for listening. And share, like, record.
Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Thank you. And email us at conspiraciesunlocked@gmail.com. Bye.
Did it end?
It did, and I ended it as if we were ending the Facebook, because I was like, oh, we might be back later. That's usually like our Facebook thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so my man. Oh, no. They ran into a slight problem. We have a problem. No problem. No problem. There it is. Okay, we're back. Okay.
Let's see who's there. Hi, Jose. Hi, Carl. Hi, David.
Oh, wow. On my thing, it says that nobody is.
Joy.
This is bullshit.
Hi,
Joy.
I don't know. I saw a bunch of names, but now I only see 3 that I can read.
That's
Miguel.
crazy. I can't see shit on here. I used to be able to see everything, and now I can't see shit. Ugh. So annoying. So annoying. Anyways, well, we're glad that whoever is here, we're glad that you joined us. And
oh, she said hi right there.
I know, because I said hi to her.
So she's still there, but I don't see her.
Yeah, I don't see. It's showing me nothing. I see nothing. Look, yeah, it says current 0. It's not coming for me. This is such bullshit. Well, anyways, I hate this. Okay, guys.
She says right here,
She's like literally like, I'm physically watching, and it's telling you that I'm not. So so it's stupid.
I'm listening from my basement office.
Are you at work right now? She just got a new job. That's so exciting. I'm glad that you can still listen to us. Yay.
It just sounds like she's trapped. Like I'm in my basement.
She is.
Office.
She is. She's trapped at the bottom of a big building. I know where she is. She's not trapped. Okay, guys.
Blink twice if you need help. We can't see you. But...
She's all blink, blink on here. Types blink, blink.
Wear red next time. You know, that's what people say. Wear red next time if you're in danger.
Oh my God, you're so stupid. Okay, we are going to go and finish this up. We will talk to you guys all later. Bye. You're going to have to end it because I
was waiting for you to
I was going to, and then I X'd out of it. Now it's going to take too long to do it.
Okay, finish. Bye.